Hello and good morning. Let's talk about today's work. This Friday you have a test. I'm going to leave it online. So you have from Friday night to Monday. Let's take a look here. This right here, everything inside here gets a 3. This is a power to a power. So it's going to be y to the 21st power. This one you have the same base, so you add the exponent. So that's going to be y to the 10th. Big difference between this one and this one. This one's a lot bigger. This one right here, everything inside here gets a 3, so it's going to be 2 to the 3rd, x squared to the 3rd, and y 5 to the 3rd. Everything down here gets a 3. All right, so let's see what happens. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So you get 8 x6 and y15 over 3 times 3 is 9 and 9 times 3 is 27. So it's going to be 27 x6 y12. The x6's cancel. There's no number that goes into 8 and 27, but you have more y's at the top. So it's going to be 8y to the 3rd over 27. Make sure you understand that. Any questions? All right. Today's work is here. We're finishing up the chapter review. So if you get stuck, ask. Okay. Yesterday, first period didn't ask any questions, or very few questions. 7th period asked a lot of questions. So make sure you ask, okay, because you will be tested on this. All right, let's go on. Let's talk about geometry here. Okay, let's work these two. Take a look at these right here. All right, so remember you're going to have a test next week, and we're going to shoot for Thursday so we can get it done. All right, that's the plan anyway. This right here is a trapezoid because you have one pair of parallel sides. It's a quadrilateral. And one of the properties is this is an isosceles trapezoid. So they want ADC. So ADC is this upper angle here. Well, since this line is parallel to that one, these are same side interior. And same side interior is supplementary. So this has to be 130 degrees because they have to add up to 180, which is supplementary. Okay? These are interior, same side interior angles. All right, let's go on. This one right here is a mid-segment because it's in the middle. See how it's in the middle of this segment? Halfway, and it's in the middle. So it's called a mid-segment. So the formula, and I want you to write this down, the mid-segment is equal to half of the two bases. So you're going to add up the two bases. Well, they tell you the mid-segment, so you're going to substitute. And you had a few of these on your homework last night, so you might have to go back and redo this. So the mid-segment is 35, and it's half of the two bases. Well, this base is xy is this one, so we're going to call this z and substitute z right here. Okay, so we're going to have 4 over 3 z plus z. Okay, there we go. And so now this is a 1 here. So what you want to do is add these up. So it's going to be 35 is equal to 1/2 times. Now this 1, you're going to change it to your denominator, which is 3 over 3z, because that equals 1. So now that you have the same denominator, you're going to get 7. You add your top numbers, 7 over 3z. Okay, I know this looks weird, but this is how you do it. So you're going to get 35 is equal to 1 times 7 is 7, 2 times 3 is 6z. Now, you want to get z by itself, so you want to multiply by 6, and then you want to divide by 7. Okay? So you're going to get your calculator, and you're going to do 6 times 35, press equals, and then divide by 7. and I get 30. So Z is equal to 30. Now, if you want to find out what this other side is, you would take 4 over 3 times 30 over 1. 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into that 10, 10 times this is 40. If you add up 40 plus 30, you get 70. And if you divide by 2, you get the mid-segment. Okay, so I took you all around on that problem there. And that's how you do it. This was actually in the book, so I got that one, okay, and that's how you do it. And you might want to go home and rework that one. Okay, try this one on a new sheet of paper. Copy that one down. Okay, here's how you do it. The mid-segment, which is this, because it's in the middle, 4x minus 2 is equal to half of the top plus the bottom. Well, 6x plus 1x gives 7x. So that gives you 4x minus 2 is equal to 1/2 7x plus 1. Okay, now look, you're dividing by 2, so you might want to just multiply by 2. So when you do, you get 8x minus 4 is equal to 7x plus 1. I'm almost done. I'm going to subtract 7x from both sides. When I do, I get x minus 4 is equal to 1. And then I'm going to add 4 to both sides, and I'm going to get x equals 5. So this one is 5. This one is 6 times 5, which is 30, plus 1. So this one is 31. The mid-segment, 4 times 5 is 20, minus 2 is 18. If you add it, let's check it. 31 plus 5, so 31 plus 5, press equals, and then divide by 2. It should be equal to 18. And it is. Okay, there it is. That's the mid-segment theorem. Let's talk about today's work. We're going into a new section here. Parallelograms. Copy everything you see on a new sheet of paper. Put away your bell work. All right, so a parallelogram, and I abbreviate it like this, has 5 properties. OOOCD, and that's how you're going to memorize it. OOOCD. Okay, so let's talk about these. Draw this parallelogram. And by the way, a rectangle is a parallelogram, but we're going to use this one. Opposite sides are congruent. So this side is equal to that side, and this side is equal to that side. That's number 1. Check. Opposite angles are congruent. If this is 40 degrees, this angle is 40 degrees. Opposite angles are congruent. These two are congruent. Okay? Check. Opposite sides are parallel. So this side is parallel to that one, and that one is parallel to that one. Check. Consecutive angles are supplementary. Now watch this one. Since this line is parallel to this line and this is a transversal, these are called same side interior, and they're supplementary. That's what that is. Consecutive. Consecutive's in order. So this one plus this one adds up to 180. So this has to be 140. And this angle is opposite this one, so this one's 140. Consecutive angles are supplementary. That's a good one. Put a star by that. Diagonals bisect each other. So what that means is this diagonal cuts this one in half. So this piece would be equal to that piece, and this piece would be equal to that piece. They're not all equal, but this diagonal splits this one, and this other diagonal splits the other one. Okay, and that's it. Those are the 5 properties. Let's take a look at number 1. Opposite sides are equal. So that's 3, that's 5. Find perimeter. You add it all up. 10 plus 3 is 6. The perimeter is 16 inches all the way around. That's perimeter. This one right here, opposite angles are equal. So this one's 110, so this one's 110. Opposite angles or consecutive angles are supplementary. So if that's 110, this is 70 because that adds up to 180. This one's opposite, so this one is 70 degrees. Real simple, okay, if you use those properties. These are consecutive angles, so they add up to 180. They're supplementary. So you're going to add this up. So 8a minus 5 plus a plus 5. So that gives you 9a. The 5's cancel. So 9a equals 180. Divide by 9, and you get 20. A is equal to 20. Now, to find these angles, you plug it in. This one's going to be 20 plus 5 is 25. So this one is 25 degrees. This one is opposite, so that's 25 degrees. Obviously, the diagram's not right. These two right here are supplementary. So this 180 minus 25, that's going to be 155, I think. You can check it. And so this one is 155. And that's how you do it. Real simple. Here's today's work. It's all parallelograms. Good luck. Make sure you ask questions, and I'll see you in class.